Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Albert and Billy Show here on WUAT Radio and Channel 18 BTC Fiber TV, and also on BTC Fiber YouTube. Don't forget to go check out the BTC Fiber YouTube page. Get on there, and you can watch every episode of the Albert and Billy Show, and you can watch all of the original programs on BTC Fiber on the YouTube channel. We want you to get on there and like and subscribe. So feel free to get on there and subscribe. We're really pushing that. We want you to subscribe.
They would really like it if they watched all 190.
Guys, Ethan.
This is 191.
Producer man, this is 191. I can't believe it. So I feel like, folks, that 200th episode, my gosh, they need to do something special for us, don't they?
Who's they?
The producer, the public, we need something. That's a milestone, for crying out loud.
Yes, it is.
And I remember our 100th episode. We done something. It was in front of a live audience. It was fun.
Time.
Yeah, that was a good time. And we have a special guest today, obviously. This is Mr. Timothy Hawn. How you doing, Timothy?
I'm doing well.
Good. We're glad to have
Looks
you
well,
here.
too. Notice the shirt.
Like that? Yeah, I like that. That does fit you well because you play the piano. That's
Yes,
pretty
sir.
cool. I like that. And he's going to be talking about his debut CD, folks. It's called Timothy Hawn Timeless Classics, and we'll be talking a lot about that here in the next few minutes. But of course, as always, we do have some announcements for you.
Right.
Then we'll be talking to Timothy about his debut CD. Also, he is going to be part of the lineup for the big upcoming fall festival that we'll be talking about as well. Timothy, you're going to be part of that. You looking forward to that?
Yes, sir, absolutely. Can't wait for it.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a really good event.
Be less than a month, won't it? Be sometime this month.
Yeah. Well, it's not this month, but it's literally a month from now, actually.
I thought it was sometime in September, the latter part, but it's in October.
That's in September, the one you got there.
I know this.
But the Fall Festival, folks, is the first weekend of October.
First weekend of October.
Yes, it sure is.
Is it on Friday and Saturday or just Saturday?
It's Friday and Saturday, really, isn't it, Ethan? Because of the golf tournament, and
Right.
they have the golf tournament on that Friday. So, like I said, folks, it'll be here before you know it. But, Papa, I am trying to find some of my announcements. Here they are. I thought I might have got lucky and dropped them or lost. So, notice I have a whole lot more than you do over there. That's for sure.
This is a necessary evil. It takes up some of your time, perhaps, that would be better used somewhere else.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, this is a necessity.
You're right. And we always try, I think we do a good job of announcing things for people, and we want everybody to have a successful event, of course. So, I'm going to start off with, this will be, you know what, I don't have to do this one, because that is today.
Don't do
That
it.
is today. So, I don't have to do that one. This is a big one, though. I'm not going to read the whole thing yet because it's not finished, I guess is a good way to put it. And there is some things that are marked out, but they're supposed to be getting us a new announcement where they've changed some things on it. But we will go ahead and tell you, start making plans now for the Pikeville Volunteer Fire Department's big 75th anniversary event.
Oh.
Yeah, that's your neighbor. There's right down the road for Papa.
Yeah, they tried to change my address.
How dare they do
They
that?
did
What
it
are
halfway.
thinking?
They did it halfway, but I never did let them change my street address.
You took a stand, didn't you,
I'll
Papa?
let them be on their own address, and I'll keep mine at 29 College Street. They're on Municipal Drive because it's a municipal building. Mine's not municipal.
You got a good point. I agree with you. Go, Papa. Yeah.
I bet you, Winky Kegel, you'll have my taxes raised, won't you?
Well, anyway, though, this really will be a big event. 75th anniversary. It says they're in process of planning it, but it is going to be in October, and which is next month. Here's the date that they've got it scheduled for. If that changes, we'll be sure to let everyone know. But right now, the event is scheduled for Saturday, October the 9th. It'll be from 11 a.m. until 3 p.m., obviously at the fire department. The celebration will feature demonstrations, tours, station trucks and fire safety trailers will be there, departmental history displays, and many fun activities for children as well. And they're also going to have a light meal that will be provided. It's going to be free of charge.
Wow.
And the department will have also a few giveaways. I always like that. So that's a good thing right there. And let's see. I think we talked about this a little bit last week. Papa, you did not know that this was how it was formed. But it says the department was formed by a group of citizens after major fires ravaged downtown Pikeville near the current courthouse area, and it destroyed several businesses and homes. And I figured Papa I'd know this, Timothy, but he didn't. In the process of planning for the event this fall, though, Assistant Chief Dylan Hankins is really trying hard to find some memorabilia from prior years, in particular photos from the public, but he said it's been easier to find photos and information about the department since the 2000s. So he's really needing some photos of basically any decade before that. He's needing, I'm sure he's wanting some photos from way back when, tell the history.
I was
If you
thinking.
can help him out with that, folks, please bring those by the fire department to Dylan Hankins.
I was thinking Sam Brown was one of the earlier workers with the fire department.
Was he?
Might have been the fire chief.
Oh.
Sam Brown was one that had the Ford Motor Company. He and Hayden Wilson.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Was it right there, too?
Right there where the ice cream shop is.
Wow.
But I remember when there were homes right there.
Right there?
Yeah,
Really?
right down that side of the street.
Man, they can tell you so much history about this place. It's unreal.
Well, just back 100 years.
So, basically, to wrap this up, though, give them some photos. They're really looking. If you could help them out with some photos,
Yeah.
please do so.
That would be a lot of help.
Yeah, and they need this. And you can email them to dhankins@pikevillefire.com, and you can ask him questions on that as well. And they are looking for donations from local businesses to make the celebration a success. Donation levels include platinum $1,000, gold $500, silver $250, and bronze $100. And of course, they can be sent to Pikeville Fire Department, P.O. Box 225, Pikeville, Tennessee 37367. That was a long one.
Sounds good.
I made it too easy on you.
5 weeks. 5 weeks.
Yeah, not long. And the week before that is a huge event here in downtown Pikeville. It is the big Fall Festival.
Oh, I've heard a lot about that.
Yeah. It's going to be on, really Friday and Saturday. This is the first weekend of October that we're talking about, folks. So that Friday and Saturday Friday is mainly the golf tournament, correct, Ethan?
Out at Fall Creek Falls.
Okay, yes. And if there is anything else, that happens on Friday, we'll be sure to let you guys know. Now, on Saturday, remember the farmers market will be open. I'm sure they'll be open all day is going to be my guess on that one. Yeah. It really let's see, Ethan just told me the opening ceremony is at 9:30 a.m. and the veterans are going to be part of that, right? Okay, so the veterans will be part of opening ceremony. That'll be at 9:30 a.m. on Saturday morning. Bring a chair. Be sure to bring a chair, okay?
Or stand.
Oh, yeah. You can always do that.
That's your options.
That is your options, no doubt about it. Either bring a chair or you're going to stand. Or I guess you can sit on the ground. I don't know.
When I was younger, I could squat.
And our guest today, Timothy, you are going to be part of this. You're in the lineup to perform.
Yes, sir.
So, and you're looking forward to that, aren't you?
I am, yes, sir.
Cool.
Very much so.
Yeah, I think this is a good lineup, folks. You got Runaway Home, got Timothy Hawn, we got Joyce Carroll. That's the ventriloquist act, correct?
Right.
Yeah. Also have, I like their name. I've never heard them sing, but I like the name Blue-tastic Fangrass. What a name. Blue-tastic Fangrass. Sure, that they got to be good with a name like that. They got to be good. And then the Cleverleys will obviously close the music portion of the event. I just want to make sure I got everybody. Runaway Home, if I didn't say them yet, they'll also be performing. So a good music lineup there. That's on Saturday. It's going to be on the grass.
2 doors up.
We had it, yeah. We had the Dunkin' booth in the prior one that I was in, and the water was like 30 below. That's where it's at. And not sure where the Dunkin' booth will be this year, but I am in the Dunkin' booth again, folks. So you want to come dunk me in the Dunkin' booth, I'll do it. It's for a good cause. Maybe the water won't be so dang cold this year. It took my breath, man. Timothy, it took my breath.
Oh, I bet.
It was rough at first. It was rough. But it is for a good cause, and there'll be some other people in the Dunkin' booth. We don't have all the names yet, but I'll be sure to let you know when I figure that out. Don't you worry. And I think, let's see. The fireworks. It's supposed to be like a really good firework display at the end of the event. Is that true? We were told supposed to be an outstanding firework display is how it was put to us.
Rescue squad will be taking care of that.
Rescue squad, okay. Well then, yeah, it'll be good. It'll be good, that's for sure. And of course, the Cleverleys to tell you, about the headliner. I'm sure most of you have heard of them. They're one of a kind comedy music blend, really. They come from the remote part of the Ozark Mountains near Cane Spur, Arkansas.
I've been there.
Yeah. Digger Cleverly, along with his nephews Ricky Lloyd, Sock, DVD, and Cub, make up the Cleverleys. They have performed at numerous music venues, even the Grand Ole Opry. And they've also been at some of the nation's largest festivals that include Stagecoach, wow, and CMA Music Fest. Well, yeah, they're right. Those are 2 big ones. So you're going to want to see them. They are funny. I've seen them quite a few times, and I've seen them on TV too. They are funny, so you'll enjoy that show for sure. If you haven't seen the Cleverleys before, it's hard to believe that anybody is not gonna like it, don't you think?
Right.
They're pretty dang entertaining. So that's a good lineup. Like I said, that's a really strong lineup. All right, we were talking about this. right before we started filming. Okay.
Earlier.
This is a new event. Okay. But even though it's happening in December, it's a Christmas event. We're going to push it now because they're needing help. They're needing volunteers. And that's not easy to get, is it, Papa?
Identify the they. Who are they?
Well, the organizers of the event, that Lola and Jeff, they'll be on our show in a couple of weeks, and they'll be promoting this event.
They're already on Valley Views.
Yeah, they're on the new episode of Valley Views this week. You can see them talking about it on Valley Views, and you will see them on our show here in a couple of weeks. Talk more about this. It's called Let's Light Up Pikeville for the Holidays. With your help, we can make Pikeville a sight to behold this holiday season. And you could. I agree with that. Now, these are proposed events, okay? Christmas tree lighting ceremony with entertainment the night of the Christmas parade. That's smart. That's
on
smart.
The courthouse square?
I would think so. Yeah. So that's very smart because there'll already be a lot of people in town for the parade. So that's good thinking there. So the night of the parade, there'll be a Christmas tree lighting right after the parade. It's a Christmas tree lighting ceremony, and it is at the courthouse. So that'll be cool to see. Yeah, that'll be cool to see, don't you think?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Then you got musical entertainment, of course. Now it says during December. So I guess I'll have to ask Lola and Jeff exactly what they're meaning by that. Maybe they're meaning instead of just music that one night, it's going to be throughout the month of December is how I'm taking it.
And we don't have a definite date on this.
Well, I don't know. It might be on here. Well, we do know that a lot of it will take place the night of the Christmas parade, but it won't all take place that night because they're wanting people to light up pretty much the whole month of December. I do know that. I started to say
the Christmas parade is usually early.
It is, yeah. It's like it's towards the end of November, maybe. Right. Yeah. And so, of course, they're going to do something that night. I mean, that, like I said, that's smart. That's a good idea. But the purpose of this is to get people to light up the whole month of December. So that's what they mean by musical entertainment by that. Evening shopping, merchants and vendors. Pikeville Farmers Market will be set up. Main Street. They're gonna have carriage and wagon rides. Now that's good. That'll be cool. Don't know if we've ever done that for an event.
I don't have a lady friend.
I just have to go by yourself.
Maybe I might.
Or maybe there's somebody out there that wants to go on a carriage ride with Papa.
I might find one.
If so, you can tell me on Facebook and I'll relay the message. Since somebody refuses to learn how to use a computer, I guess they'll have to tell me, Papa, so I can tell you.
I've got an extra cane.
So anyway, heck, now I don't even know where I'm at here now. Oh, they're gonna have a Sunday afternoon tea party. That is Redbird Manor. And let's see. Okay, and then Santa Claus is going to be in a photo booth. So I knew they were working on getting a Santa for this. Of course, I think that is needed. That would make it that much better to have Santa Claus in town. Now it says we are accepting donations of gently used Christmas lights, wreaths, trees, or other decorations. So, if you can donate any of these things to them, please do so, folks, because I can tell you they're working extremely hard on this event. They really are. They've been working on it since May, and honestly, it has potential to be a really good event that could turn into an annual event, I think. So we need to get out and support this event, folks. Really do. So if you can donate, please do so. Now, the drop-off locations for your donations are Sales Building Supply, Embers Ice Cream Shop. Monetary donations can be made at both Citizens Tri-County Bank and First Farmers and Commercial Bank and City Hall and the Squatchy Valley Electric Co-op. So that's good. Got a few places to choose from there if you want to make a donation. But if you have any more questions about this that you want to ask right now, you can call Jeff. Is Jeff Henry? I hope I don't want to say
Jeff Henry.
Okay, well then they misspelled this thing.
Henry.
Right. Well, clearly, so you see that don't say Henry, does it?
Nope.
Okay. That's not my fault, folks. But anyway, you can call Jeff at area code 865-806-0612. That's 865-806-0612. Or you can call Miss Lola Sales, one of our sponsors, at 423-413-8178. That's 423-413-8178. We'll be giving you a lot more information about this event, though. That's for sure. Because there's still some things we're going to add to it. And yeah, they've got all kinds of things. To set up your donation methods, it's cash, lots, other resources. You can use PayPal, Venmo, and I've done told you about the drop-off locations. Okay, it says here, Papa, lights will go up in mid-November, just in time for the parade.
Right.
So that's smart too. And also, events will be held in conjunction with the parade and the first 3 weekends in December.
First 3 weekends in December.
Yeah. So we just answered a lot of our questions. And it says holiday weekends in December. They'll have the tree lighting ceremony in conjunction with the Christmas parade, which we talked about that. They'll have people will be Christmas caroling, or it'll be church choirs, so at least they'll sound good. Won't be out of pitch like somebody I know. And yeah, I'm just messing with you, Papa. He actually does have a pretty decent bass voice. Very, very bass.
You want me to sing He Touched Me?
Not, maybe later. Maybe later. And then, we done talked about the carriage rides. The carriage rides that's gonna go over well. I'm predicting that now. That's gonna be a hit. All right, Papa. Now, finally, you've got a couple of announcements.
These are important. We're going to have the 9th annual Bledsoe Toy Drive.
Yeah.
And it's going to be 2 weeks from tomorrow, September 18th.
Oh, wow, that's coming up soon then.
And you may get in the gate at 2 o'clock in the afternoon at the Lucky Star event venue. Mm-hmm. That's on the Upper East Valley Road. Just go straight down Cumberland Avenue here and keep on going.
That's right. It probably is about, I don't know, it might be 9 miles, because it might be in 9 Mile. It's close to it if it's not.
It'll probably take you about 15 minutes to get there. At the outside.
Yeah. If you haven't been to this place, folks, we said last week, it is a beautiful piece of property. You ever been to Lucky Star, Timothy?
I don't think so.
Oh man, it's a nice piece of property, isn't it, Papa?
Yes, it is. It's worth the drive.
Definitely.
And to get in the gate at 2 o'clock on September the 18th, you must have a new toy unwrapped, because they don't want you to wrap up an old one. Or you may make a $10 donation to get in the gate.
Yeah.
But it's
all for a good cause.
But the music will start at 4:30 And these are the ones that you will hear. Cam and Cain. Now that's not the biblical Cain. Josie Clay.
Yeah.
And then you have the Sullivan Band.
Sullivan Band, which
they're listed last. They must be the marquee.
Probably so, and they're local and they draw a great crowd. They really do.
Here's where Albert drops out because I do not know what to do here. I just read September the 18th, but here it says camping available both Friday and Saturday. So
that tells me that it's going to be on the 17th and the 18th. That's what we're going to say.
Well, that tells me that you can drive up there and camp out on Friday, but you won't have the Sullivan Band there on Friday.
Oh, well, okay. You got a point there, and you have a great point there.
The food will be available for the people that will arrive, and the food will be furnished by the Morgan brothers.
Oh, yeah.
I have been up there to eat a time.
They got some good food now.
Now, there are some things you must bring. Here's what you must bring. A chair or a blanket if you choose to sit on the ground. Bring a smile. Bring a love of music. Timothy Hawn has to be there. And a good attitude.
I like that.
Here is the goal for this event, held 2 weeks from tomorrow. Listen, it's to raise money and toys for the children of Bledsoe County for Christmas. Christmas only comes once a year. And children look forward to Christmas more than anyone else except Santa.
Yeah.
Here's the phone number you may call if you have information to provide them. Kelly D. Bledsoe. That number is 423-762-3097. Or you may call Mikey Bledsoe. Wonder why they've got the last name Bledsoe. Reckon they're from
Is that not cool? Yeah.
Here's Mikey's number, 423-883-3814. This is a big event. It is the 9th annual one that we will be holding here in Bledsoe County.
Yeah, they've been doing it for a while.
Be a part of it. Now, on September the 30th, which gives you a few days.
This is a big one that we just got in today, it looks like.
This is the annual meeting of the Bledsoe Telephone Cooperative. BTC Fiber is the way they want us to refer to them now.
Right.
And it's going to be held there at their facility on Sumner Avenue. It will start at 10 o'clock in the morning. It will be, again, I remind you, September the 30th. That's usually on a Thursday.
I was about to say, it's usually on a Thursday when they have this.
They will provide you with a free lunch if you will just be there for the business meeting. There is usually an election of officers, directors. Sometimes they have one, sometimes they have two. But here's the telephone number to call, 423-447-2121. That gives you the office.
Well, office. I was questioning you for a minute there because I didn't know if you were just saying the free lunch thing or what, but I get why you said it. It does say courtesy of BTC Fiber. So
I wouldn't tell a fib.
Well, I saw our producer's face, and I think he wants to make sure. But it does say courtesy of them on there, so I see why you said it now.
Now, you did already advertise the Fall Harvest Festival.
I sure did.
I'm not gonna advertise that again.
Right.
Well, I saw Timothy Hawn down here again. We don't want to. we don't want to overexpose him.
Due to COVID, they canceled the food. We're
we're
not going to do food.
You're lying.
No, I'm not.
I told y'all the producer gave a look.
Yeah, that's how I looked up when I saw what you read that.
Well, now, why is it on here if you?
Because you got to get that stuff in publication way early, and with these COVID numbers going up, they decided to pull that. So we're doing all we can to make amends there.
All I can do is just cross through it.
That's right.
But what'd that come out of? That's come out of a publication that we probably turned that in months ago.
Yeah. But anyway, that's all I have.
Oh crap! I was hoping it wasn't because I need the.
Scratch that, folks. There'll be no food. You'll have to bring your own.
Let's see here. I might can do this rather quickly, and I may not be able to, but we will see.
You gonna find out where we could eat that day?
I need to, don't I? No, I know there's like a boatload of birthdays, and I know they're not all on that calendar, but you can still hand me that calendar if you don't care.
There's not any. Well, that's
okay. Well, that's
September. Yeah. Marty.
Okay, we got Marty Swafford today, but there's you know what? I need a pen as well, Papa, because we well, like I've been saying, I kind of accidentally started this little tradition here, Timothy, but I don't mind doing this for y'all at all, but now sometimes I might forget about it, like today. But I do know right now we can wish Marty Swafford and
today?
Jill, yeah, his is today, and also Jill Trantham's is today as well. So happy birthday to Marty and Jill.
Yes, happy birthday.
And let's see here. Oh man, I can't believe this. And sounds like I had a fall in there or something from a dog, maybe, I don't know. But happy birthday yesterday to Mitch Campbell.
Mitch.
And Cheryl Wheeler. Happy belated birthday, Cheryl Wheeler.
I know Cheryl.
Yeah.
She's every bit of 20.
She's gonna love you for that. She's gonna love you for that. And just want to make sure I don't miss. And let's see. And Tammy Simmons had a birthday on the 1st, so happy birthday to you, Tammy Simmons. And there's one more I was supposed to do. Don't you just love it when this happens? Oh, and happy birthday to Stacy Merriman tomorrow. I put hers on the wrong one. That's on the 1st. Happy birthday to Stacy Merriman, though, tomorrow. You know Stacy, Papa.
Yes, I do. Known her a long time.
Poss and Sue's son. So that is tomorrow, and I'll write his down. And that's all we got for the birthdays for this week of September. So once again, happy birthday to Tammy, Mitch, Marty, Jill, and Stacy. Hope y'all all had a great birthday this week. That's from all of us here on the Albert Billy Show. Ain't that right, Papa?
And many more.
And many, many more. All right. Well, we're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we're going to have an interview with Mr. Timothy Hawn and trivia. And then, of course, later on it's sports and good old Albertology. You had all kinds of Albertology last week through the whole show. You remember that?
Yes.
All kinds of advice and words of wisdom.
Words of wisdom.
Yeah. And and some dang good jokes. He has been on a roll. He's been on a roll with the jokes, Timothy. I don't know what's going on there, but they've been funny for the past 2 months. So we'll be right back with our interview with Mr. Timothy Hawn as he talks about his debut CD. and also trivia. That's all coming up next. Stay tuned, folks.
Welcome to the Dunlap Mercantile, located in the heart of the beautiful Sequatchie Valley at 15664 Rankin Avenue in Dunlap, Tennessee. Stop in today for some Mayfield ice cream or a cup of community coffee, and if you're interested in renting this venue for your event, call 423-949-2552. Stay tuned to DunlapMercantile.com for concerts and events coming to the Dunlap Mercantile in 2021. God bless.
I'll take care of less today, Dylan. Oh, doggone, I lost my debit card.
Hey, use that new Mountain Valley Bank app we got. You know, Card Valet. You can freeze your card so nobody can use it till you find it.
That's a good idea, Dylan. Where was the last place I used my debit card?
I don't know. Hurry up. I can't stay until I hear error. I feel like I'm doing the mannequin challenge. I'm gonna end up with lockjaw. Thank God.
The app freezes my debit card, Dylan, not you.
Oh.
Welcome back, folks, to the Albert Billy Show here on WUAT Radio and Channel 18 BTC Fiber TV and on BTC Fiber YouTube. Don't forget to go to BTC Fiber YouTube page and like and subscribe. You can go to the Albert Billy Show and watch every episode of the Albert Billy Show. All 190. Today's 191. And of course, you can watch all the other shows on BTC Fiber as well. And now, Mr. Timothy, as we make all guests do, participate in Papa's famous trivia. It's always nice when I don't have to be the only one that can answer, so you can help me out. You can be my lifeline today for sure. It's nice to have help every once in a while.
I don't think my trivia is famous. It might be infamous.
Boy, isn't that the truth? Yeah.
Here's number one.
Oh, yeah.
A paperless exam.
Well, I hope you do know that one.
Remember when you were in school and you had to take an examination, but it was not on paper?
It wasn't on paper?
So what kind of exam did you have?
Oral?
Oral.
Oh.
Thank you, Billy. Strong as blank blank.
I've heard strong as stout as an ox. I've heard that.
An ox.
Oh, it's
not. There we go. Now those are not hard, are they?
See, when I get them right, that's what he does to me. They're not hard enough.
3 letters that signifies you need help.
SOS.
SOS.
Thank you.
Thank you.
These are too easy today.
Thanks a lot.
Strauss of denim.
Levi?
Levi.
Okay.
Let me get to another page. These are too.
No.
A church seat.
A pew?
A pew.
Yeah, there you go. We've not missed one yet, at least.
There we go.
I would not touch it with blank,
a 10-foot
blank.
pole.
Yes.
Ain't that right?
Now this is the last one. It should be the easiest one.
That's usually a trick question, Timothy. I'm telling you.
Givers. Life givers. Who
That's
gives,
a pretty pathetic clue.
Who gives
isn't it?
life?
God. Well, he does too.
Humanly speaking.
Oh, a woman does.
A woman, a mother.
Oh.
A mother. Whether it's in the animal kingdom
Right.
or a human,
Right.
the life comes from the mother.
That's true. That's still a pretty sad clue. But yeah, that's all right.
But they were very easy.
But I'll take it.
I did this because of Timothy.
Oh, that's probably why, for real. It sure isn't to be nice to me. Well, Timothy, we have you here on the show today, and we're going to promote your new, well, this is actually your debut CD, isn't it?
It is my debut CD, yes.
And it's called Timothy Hawn Timeless Classics, right?
Yes, sir.
And I want you to tell us a little bit about it, and especially about the one that you wrote.
Yes, sir.
You know, that's pretty cool.
So,
So yeah, tell it, how did this come about?
well, I originally just written the my original song. There's a Song in My Heart.
Okay.
It was I based it off of a poem that my grandfather actually wrote for my grandmother.
Oh, that's cool.
Good long time ago.
Oh, that's pretty cool right there.
And so I had him as the collaborator on some of that.
Really?
But once I released that, I knew I wanted to release an album with all older music
Yeah.
to go along with it. So
that makes sense.
so I found a wonderful selection of songs, some of my favorites.
Yeah.
Especially some that were in public domain, and
Yeah.
and put together this CD.
Now, did you? I want to say we heard him say that you originally composed them all, though.
Yes,
Right.
they're all original arrangements.
Wow.
Every last one of them.
It must be nice
But you
to have
didn't
that
change
talent.
the words, did you?
Oh, I did not know.
All right.
The words are the same.
Wow.
Those words are etched in stone almost.
Oh, absolutely.
Timeless, as it says.
Timeless.
Yeah. Now, did you come up with the name of the CD? Because that's a pretty good name for it.
I did come up with the name.
You
of the CD.
did?
I did.
Wow.
We were going through quite a few, and where I was going through quite a few, and come up with timeless classics. It just seemed to have a ring to it. So
It does. It does. With your name, too. Timothy. Tom. Yeah. I like that. Yeah.
Do you plan on number 2 already?
Yeah. is the
I do
second
have
one.
some stuff in the works. Yes, sir. I'm looking at doing a Christmas album.
Oh, that's
Yes.
good.
I'm starting-
Better not wait much longer.
Absolutely, getting the last few of those recorded and ready to be put out. Yes.
Really?
Oh.
you done been in the studio and made this thing, haven't you?
Oh, yes, sir.
That's awesome. I was just about to say, well, yeah, he's probably meaning next Christmas, Papa. But I'm wrong on that one, Art. So you're trying to get that one out in time for this year's Christmas.
I am. Yes, sir.
What about that?
Where do you
That's
have to
pretty cool.
go to make one?
Yeah, where'd you record that at?
So I actually do all the mixing and recording myself.
At home?
At home, yes, sir. I set up a little studio.
You got a studio.
And
Gotcha.
had the piano there, and all but 2 of these on the CD were recorded in that. I got to record my original There's a Song in My Heart and the variations on When the Saints Go Marching In at the Palace Theater in Crossville.
No way.
I did. It was a wonderful experience there.
I bet.
Wow.
I like that song. No, I would recognize that song Papa, for sure, definitely.
Yeah.
So so you wrote one, obviously. So I'm assuming you do consider yourself a singer, songwriter, composer.
I do, yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. How many songs have you wrote?
How many songs have I
A
wrote?
lot of songwriters kind of stash some away and don't ever let people hear them all. Are you one of those?
Well, I save them for a rainy day.
I had a feeling he was going to say that.
So far, I've published 2 that I've composed.
Okay.
there's a song, My Heart, I published right around Valentine's Day.
Okay.
And I wrote a short little prelude, an instrumental piece.
Really?
In a series of the seasons.
Yeah.
It was a prelude for the spring, and there's going to be a prelude for summer, fall, and then winter.
Really?
Well, I noticed one of those entries on there. How many is on there? 10?
There are 10, yes, sir.
But it seemed to me like I remember one of them just being an instrumentalist.
Yes, sir. So
really?
I am on. There's a song, My Heart. I decided to put an instrumental version of that one.
That's the one you wrote?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
That's the one I wrote.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The moments that you have that gives you that inspiration to do that, are you alone?
Yeah, because everybody's different on how they write songs. So yeah, how do you get in creative mode? Do you prefer to write alone, isolated from everyone, or do you like to be around other songwriters per se? Like, what's your favorite way to write a song?
Well, I suppose being alone for the most part. A lot of times I'll be at the piano and I'll just be improvising things there, and sometimes I'll have an idea and I will hurry and write that down or record that and put it, save it for the rainy day. And
that's smart. That's smart. Must be nice to have that talent to write a song.
Well, some things you do on a whim.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, some things hit you. You
That's
have
a good
tunes
point.
that hit you.
Oh, yeah, that's a good
notes
point,
that hit
Papa.
you. And so I'm sure that you're listening for that.
Does that happen?
that does happen, yes. Sometimes I'll be reading a poem or Bible verse, and something will inspire. I'll hear music to the words, and will.
Well, I want you to do me a favor. When I was in school in 1951, one of the poems that I had to learn was by Joyce Kilmer, and the name of it was Trees.
Trees.
So I committed that poem to memory.
You did?
Yes. And if you'll look on my wall next to my kitchen table,
I sure will.
Gloria, Paula's friend Gloria,
remembered
me using that poem one day in teaching Sunday school.
Yeah?
She brought the poem in a frame and every word to the poem, and then it's got a blank space up over the poem. And she said, "Now, Albert, I want you to draw the tree and put over that poem." So now I'm planting an idea in your mind, Trees by Joyce Kilmer. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But I have no music.
Yeah, we're not going. I can assure you, composition's going to come in our brains. That's how to write a song. So
store that for a rainy day.
That would be pretty cool if you. What would you say if you ends up writing a song about that poem, Papa? That'd be pretty cool.
I said that.
I know. He's strongly implied.
I've got confidence in him.
Yeah. I have a feeling maybe his next CD will have a song called Trees on it. I don't know. Dedicated to Albert Roberts.
Talking a while ago about the black people, Carolyn and I went to a fifth Sunday night singing at the Church of God in Pikeville many years ago.
Yeah, I love going.
And the Black Church of God was there to sing. And one of those men that got up in front of the congregation to lead the singing that night got up to sing. And he said, "I'm going to dedicate this song that I'm going to sing to Albert and Carolyn."
No way.
And guess what he sang? A cappella, "Jesus Loves Me."
Really?
Never heard it sung so powerfully in my life.
I like that.
That's incredible.
I remember that you used to go preach. They'd ask you to preach there sometimes.
I told him that I went up there and preached a few.
And then there was Church of God too. Now I remember being a kid because I was raised Baptist, so the first time I went, I was like, "Whoa!" But I loved it. But I didn't know it could get that exciting, and everything in church. So I remember that, Papa. I remember that. So, but it sounds like, you're going to have to come up with this song about trees, Timothy.
I look forward to it.
We've issued a challenge. So, this come about, I guess the idea to do this CD, though, when did that actually come about? When did you say, all right, I'm going to make this CD, I'm going to do it?
Well, it was probably about a year ago.
Really?
Yes, it was about a year ago, and I had taken a composition class in
really?
college, and I found out how much I loved doing it. And so I thought, well, why not just write an original song? And then after that came about, I thought, well, I want to do more stuff like this. And so I especially love arranging things, arranging different melodies, which is how this CD came about. So
that's a God-given talent.
Listening to the original song and saying, how can I make this Timothy Hahn's version of it while keeping it true to what the original.
Wow. That's a God-given talent, Timothy. I'm telling you, it is.
I would say you'll follow that precept throughout your life.
Probably so. Probably so. I would say so. And I know one thing I want to ask, like, when did you learn at what age did you learn how to play the piano? Because you're dang good on that thing, too.
4 or 5.
It was close to that. We, funnily enough, we were playing Disney charades, and I was about 4. And I drew the card of Roger from the 101 Dalmatians.
Yeah.
And so I asked if I could do anything for the charade, and they said, of course. So I go over and play the Cruella de Vil song. I had never touched the piano. And they, after that moment, my mother knew I needed to be put into music, so.
Well, at least that's good that she spotted that, though, and pushed you to do that, because obviously you enjoy it.
I do, absolutely.
And, well, before we let you go, you are going to be performing at the Fall Festival coming up. You looking forward to that?
Oh, absolutely I am.
Yeah.
I love performing.
Yeah, you'll have people to come check him out there. And I also want people to, I noticed that you have let's see, I saw something on there, like a web page.
I do have a web page,
here it is.
yes.
My bad. Okay. So, tell people what they can go to find out more information in your website.
Absolutely. So my website is www.timothyhahn.com.
Okay.
And on there I have just a little bit about myself, and I have links to some of my newest songs and different assortment of things there. And I also have stuff on YouTube.
Okay.
And on the Spotify and iTunes and.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Cool. You got some iTunes going on. Well, that's good. Okay. Well, guys, you got to check him out now. I'm assuming to order your debut CD, they can go to this website. Am I correct on that?
They can. They can go there, or they can get in contact with me with my phone, which is 423-443-5449.
All right. Well, once again, folks, check out Timothy's debut CD, Timeless Classics, Timothy Hawn, Timeless Classics, and you can go to his website. Once again, it's www.timothyhahn.com, and definitely check out his debut CD and come see him perform live. Just here in about literally a month from now at the Fall Festival. We want to thank you for joining us today, Timothy.
Well, thank you very much for having me. Absolutely.
No problem.
I've enjoyed talking with you, Timothy.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. I very much enjoyed this.
Well, good. Come back anytime, buddy. We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, we'll be right back, folks, with some sports and Albertology. That's all coming up right after the break. Hey, folks. Albert and Billy here. You're watching us on Channel 18, BTC Fiber. Check us out on BTC Fiber YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe and like. And check out our Facebook page. Be sure to like and share. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Welcome back to the Albert and Billy Show here on WUAT Radio and Channel 18, BTC Fiber TV, and BTC Fiber YouTube channel. And we got some sports of all sorts, Papa, or what?
All sorts.
Usually is with you.
We'll start with basketball.
No, that's odd. Okay, good.
Mr. Barnes, our coach at Knoxville, signed a 3-star point guard.
Okay.
And he was the number 35 point guard in the whole United States.
Okay. Well, no, there's some potential there. Yeah.
He's from Long Island, New York.
Oh.
Well, I remember the Ernie and Bernie show that we had back many years ago.
That's legendary. I've heard about it.
Well,
you got to see it.
Yes, I got to see it, and I think one or both of them was from New York.
Oh, really? Okay.
But anyway, this player's name is Zuki, Zuhky, Zuki.
That's his first name?
Well, that's how you pronounce it. His name is Zakai.
Okay.
Zuki. Or his last name.
Yeah, that's what I was there waiting on.
Ziegler.
Ziegler. Zuki.
Ziegler. That's a pretty common name. But
the first one's not, but it's a memorable name, though. That's memorable. Zuki Ziegler.
But at a high school in New Jersey last year, he averaged 20 points a game, so he will be a welcome addition to the ball.
It's always nice to have a scoring point guard. That always makes, that's a great addition.
Right. In 1939, the Tennessee football team that year did not allow a single point during the regular season.
Ooh, they were good that year.
They were good. We could use that now.
Isn't that the truth?
It's been. Did you know it's been 23 years since we won the SEC?
I'm honestly
23 years.
Don't surprise me. It's been a lot. It's been a rough decade and a half to be a Tennessee fan. Let me tell you, it really has been.
Throughout the time that Josh Heupel has been our football coach now at Knoxville,
right? It's very new.
We've had 4 quarterbacks on roster. Brian Moore put in for the transfer portal, and that left 3. The fella that went into the transfer portal from Michigan that chose Tennessee. His name is Joe Milton.
Yeah.
Last night, Mr. Joe Milton was our starting quarterback. He put on quite a show for the first quarter.
I was about to say, he did get off to a good start. He did.
Well, but the rest of the game...
Right. It was a little so-so. That's true.
He was not a factor, I don't think.
He wasn't.
But in the Sunday paper, David Pascal said that Tennessee would win that game last night. They will beat Tennessee Tech. They will beat South Alabama. They will beat Vanderbilt.
Okay, that's good to know.
They will beat South Carolina. And maybe they will beat Mississippi or Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is our next opponent.
Really?
So he is saying that we might win 6 games and lose 6.
Get to a bowl.
But notice there's only 1 game there in all those 6 that was in the SEC. He's saying we're not SEC caliber team. Well, South Carolina.
Okay, so 2 wins. But he's right. I mean, we cannot expect a miracle from this new coach.
But after I saw last night's game, I don't know that we'll beat South Carolina or Vanderbilt.
I know. I was sitting there thinking it, and I thought, well, I'm going to try to stay positive today and not say it. But yeah, that's a really good point.
In the first half, we had 2 scoring drives, and we scored 2 touchdowns. Bowling Green had 2 scoring drives,
I know.
and they scored 2 field goals. That's
Which
all
that
they
was
got.
huge, yeah.
That's all they got. But their quarterback stats, he threw the ball 40 times and completed 20-something of them.
That is alarming. That means the defense is not where it's supposed to be yet again.
No, it's not.
Our defense has been really terrible the last couple of years.
Our ground game was respectable. We had Jabari Small with 121 yards, 124. We had Evans with 116 yards. If you've got 2 running backs who can give you 100+ yards,
you're doing good.
But that's not Alabama.
Well, good point.
That's Bowling Green.
But
and we held them to no touchdowns, so our defense was effective when they got down to the goal line.
Exactly. I was about to say the defense did come alive in the red zone. But hey, remember, I mean, it was just, 2 years ago maybe that we lost to Georgia State?
Yeah, in the opening game.
Yeah, talk about embarrassing now. That was embarrassing.
Well, Bowling Green turned out to be the one of the sacrificial lambs, but they came just for the money. They probably got $750,000 to come to K-Town and let us kill them.
They do. These small schools get paid good money to do that.
So we've got 4 of them on their schedule.
I'm glad to see some cupcakes on there again. We need it.
Well, last year we won 3 games, and those 3 were against SEC foes. So maybe we can win 3 this year. I don't know. But
isn't that sad though that we're like hoping Tennessee can just finish at 500? You know, like that is our hope. When it wasn't that long ago that we were disappointed if they weren't competing for a national championship, SEC championship. You know, it's kind of crazy when you think about it.
Well, the final score was 38-6. That's a 32-point spread. We were favored to win by 5 touchdowns.
Okay, came really close.
So
then.
32 points. That's just about the point spread.
Yeah, absolutely. Just 3 points shy.
Isn't that amazing that the bettors can tell you how many points you're going to score more than the opposition?
Yeah, I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they do it, but they seem to be pretty.
That's how some people can bet and win.
I guess so.
Tennis, the United States Open.
He's well underway.
Novak has got 2 under his belt.
Yep.
On his way to being the number 21 as far as victories.
He can pass up Federer and Nadal this tournament, folks. They're all tied with 20 majors apiece, which that in itself is just unreal. I don't know if that's ever happened in history of that sport or any sport. It's unreal. And
Barty is all the top-ranked women are still winning. They're still around. But Barty is number 1.
Yeah, Ash Barty. She's Australian, and she seems to be carrying in a lot of momentum and confidence. And I would not be surprised if she doesn't win the U.S. Open as well. She won Wimbledon.
I would not be a bit surprised. In baseball.
Your Dodgers. Let's hear about them Dodgers.
You want to know?
Well, I'm going to find out no matter what. I want to know, though.
In today's paper, I opened it up, and the number 1 team in the West is the Dodgers.
What a change in what a week. Thanks
to the Atlanta Braves. We beat them 3 straight.
No. Because last week it was the Braves that made the big jump and was doing better.
The Braves had a 4.5 game lead last week. Today they've got a 1.5 game lead. Thanks to my Dodgers. But San Francisco and the Dodgers both have the same record, but because our name starts with a D and theirs starts with an S, we're listed first.
So technically, folks, they are tied for first in their division. But I'll have to give them credit, Papa. They've made a dang good comeback in a very short amount of time.
Okay, UTC, they played Austin P last night, and they got beat 30-20.
Ooh.
Should have won, but they didn't.
I don't like hearing that, Papa. Don't like hearing that at all.
Let me tell you something, and I didn't read it in the paper today. I just saw it flash across the screen. The Big 12, dropped down to 8. They lost Texas and Oklahoma, and they were trying to get hooked up with somebody else where they could survive.
Yes.
I saw 4 names of 4 schools that went by on that message board that will join the Big 12. Two of them were Cincinnati and BYU. So
that's very strange.
That's going to make the Big 12 more credible.
I mean, it will. But when you think the Big 12, you think more about maybe, it's Southern teams, but maybe Southwest teams, Southwestern teams.
Southwest.
Yeah.
But here's the thing about it. The SEC got larger and richer by the Texas and Oklahoma joining. We've got 5 power conferences. The Big 12 was one of those Power 5.
Exactly. I still can't believe this.
So that's one reason some of these other schools want to join the Big 12, because you're part of the Big 5.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that makes sense.
It made sense. But I don't remember the other 2 schools, but there were 4 schools, but there's nothing in the paper about it today. I just saw it flash across the bottom of the screen.
And Cincinnati
and BYU were 2 of the teams that I saw.
Well,
all right.
I think that's very possible that will happen, Papa. I truly do. Is that it for sports?
That's it for sports.
Okay. Because I'm not a mind reader and all.
No.
But I'm good, but I'm not that good, Papa. I want to thank before we do Albertology, I want to thank our sponsor, Citizens Tri-County Bank on North Main Street, Bilberry Insurance over on Spring Street. Go say hello to Frank and Susan for all your insurance needs. And if you need some special advice, just ask Sadie for that. Also, Scotty's right here in downtown Pikeville. Was it you say home of the Scotty Burger?
Scotty Burger.
Yeah, and he makes them brownies a lot. They like your brownies too, they told me. I also want to thank the offices of Emma Boynton, Lisa Wheeler, and Michael Walker. Farm Bureau Insurance. Go to South Pikeville and see Matt Massengale and his friendly staff for all your insurance needs. They're right beside Putnam Ring Funeral Home pretty much. Right. And also they're right smack behind H&R Block.
Right.
So go there and see Farm Bureau Insurance. Pikeville Family Dentistry, as Papa says, they're in downtown Pikeville, but they are catty corner from us in our studios. They're catty corner.
You got to be drunk to walk straight.
I like that. Anyway, the Loom, our next door neighbor on Cumberland Avenue. Judy Yates, she's had the Loom for 20-something years, at least, Papa.
Yes.
And has a wide variety of things you can get. A lot of people, I believe, think that the Loom is just where they sew and do alterations and things like that, but that's not all they do. That's not all they do. Just remember that they have a good selection of flowers, actually.
Right, and they sell clothing and socks.
They do. That's true.
Patterns.
Yeah, they do.
I wouldn't know what to do with one, but
I wouldn't either. But we just know they sell it. Even we have a neighbor even closer than that to us. right here at Nickel Row Antiques, literally in the same building. Come see Gail and check out Nickel Row Antiques. There's like 20-something vendors set up, I believe, Papa.
Yeah.
and you'll find some unique things in there.
Unique.
Yes, very much so. If you haven't checked it out, folks, strongly recommend it. Also, I want to thank Morgan Brothers, sponsor, which it's Morgan Brothers and the venue and the Bank Walker Brewery now. So thanks to them. Thanks to Mill Down Outdoor Adventures owner Timmy and Michelle Campbell. It's Lola's is back. She's back open, folks, and so she's back to being a sponsor of the Albert and Billy show.
She's got 3 brides to be on the bridal registry.
Whoa. She stays busy, don't she? Stays busy. I think that's how she likes it. And the Country Gospel Bluegrass Showcase Sunday. All right, Papa. It is time for the part of the show that is named after you.
I named it.
Yeah, it's some good old Albertology. Let's hear your words of wisdom today.
I'm going to cut this short because I want to have some time for jokes.
Okay.
But the Everly brothers, one of them died this week. His name was Don. Don Everly of the Everly brothers. He was 84 years old.
What exactly did they do?
They're known for Bye Bye Love.
Oh, got you.
Wake Up Little Susie.
Oh, really?
All I Have to Do Is Dream.
Yeah, I feel like all those are from the 60s.
50s and 60s.
Okay.
Let It Be Me.
I have heard that. Papa.
Anyway, I wanted to be sure we got that in.
Yeah, I hate that.
I want to ask you a question, and this probably should have been under the trivia. Some months have 31 days in it. How many months have 28 days?
1. But no, that's trick. I knew it. Dang it! It's a trick question. They all have 28 days.
There you go.
You're so good at them dang trick questions, Papa.
I want to point out to you some hefty givers, people that are in the philanthropic business that give intentionally big bucks
to help people.
Help people. Dolly Parton is number 1.
I love hearing that.
Dolly Parton is the one that gave us Imagination Library.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And she has sponsored that for many, many years.
There's
no telling how many kids have enjoyed reading because of her.
Let's say thousands,
but
and thousands.
She contacted Vanderbilt University, and last year or year before last, and she gave them $1 million to spend on research for a vaccine for COVID.
Really?
And it was the Moderna vaccine.
Really?
She's the one that did that.
I didn't know that.
Imagination Library, there's no telling how much money she gave. And then if you'll remember when Gatlinburg caught on fire, she personally gave so much money to rebuild back.
And now I remember that she was literally giving money to families afflicted by all of that.
Yes.
Like she was literally giving them, and not just chump change either, folks. She was giving them quite a bit of money.
Do you know a lady by the name of Serena Williams?
Yeah.
Serena Williams is the number 1 female athlete dollar-wise in earnings. Last year she earned $36 million.
Gosh, she barely played last year. That's crazy.
Right. Well, a lot of that's endorsement.
It is. That's true.
because of her earnings, because of her resources, she wanted underprivileged schools to be sure they had enough masks. She paid for 4.25 million masks.
God. Wow.
Jeff Bezos.
I've never seen her be that generous.
I never have either, but 4.25 million masks. Jeff Bezos' ex-wife, she's the one that got all the money. In 2020, she gave $5.8 billion to nonprofit organizations all over the United States. She took part of her money that she got off him and gave it to philanthropic causes throughout the United States.
Well, that's a very unselfish woman then.
Oprah Winfrey, she gave $12 million to the coronavirus relief to different cities across the United States. $12 million.
That's a lot of money. But let me tell you, that's chump change to Oprah.
Well, I'd say
chump change to her.
I'd say you're right. But she didn't have to.
Well, you're right. You're absolutely right, Papa. She still did not have to do what she did, and she does this every year.
All right. This couple.
These some jokes.
Now we're ready for jokes.
Oh, okay.
This couple had been married 52 years. Carolyn and I were married 60 years and 7 months and 10 days and 4 hours. This couple
that blows my mind, don't you, Ethan? He knows it to the T.
I have people that challenge me on that. They say, how in the world do you know how many hours you were married? I said, I know what time of day we got married and I know what time of day she died.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, I was there. This couple was married. This couple was married 52 years, and they were greeting guests at their anniversary reception at their home.
Okay.
As one man made it through the reception line, he asked the husband the secret to his lengthy marriage, and the husband said, "We never go to sleep angry."
Oh.
That's a great philosophy, the friend said.
Sure is.
Yes, the husband agreed. And the longest we've been awake so far is 5 nights. Now listen to this one. This was a pastor from Scotland. And he was preaching one Sunday and he wanted to tell this story. He said, I was on a plane last week from Edinburgh to London, and we ran into some very severe weather that resulted in a lot of turbulence. The plane was just being knocked every which way.
No, I don't like that turbulence at all.
I'm not ever going to have to put up with that. As it got worse, the passengers became more and more alarmed because it was bumpy.
Yeah.
And even the airline stewardesses began to look concerned because they had gone through turbulence before. Finally, one of the stewardesses came to me because they saw Reverend in front of my name on the passenger list. So she approached me and said, "Sir, this is really frightening to everyone, customers, people who are riding this plane, and us, the workers. Do you suppose you could, well, I don't know, do something religious?" So he's preaching to his congregation. He says, so I took up a collection. Something religious.
He's got a point.
I'm going to tell that to Brother Jim.
You need to. Remember last week we had a good comeback for him, and we done that for you. I just can't remember what we said, but it was a dang good comeback. I do remember that.
There's a Mayberry, Tennessee. Have you heard about it?
No, I have not.
Of course, Mayberry is from the Andy Griffith Show.
That's the only Mayberry I know about.
All right, listen to this. It just dawned on me why Mayberry was so peaceful and quiet. Nobody was married. Here are the single people that come to mind. Andy, Aunt B, Barney, Floyd, Howard, Goober, Gomer, Sam, Ernest T. Bass.
I loved him.
The Darling family.
I love them too.
Helen, Thelma Lou.
Yes.
Clara. In fact, the only one married was Otis, and he stayed drunk.
I didn't know he was married on there. I really didn't. I just remember him getting wasted and just turning himself into the jail. That they couldn't get rid of him.
All right.
They couldn't.
I've got two more to tell.
All right.
A pharmacist takes a lunch break and leaves his assistant in charge. When he gets back, he finds everything in order, except there's a man standing quietly at the back of the pharmacy with his head down and his arms crossed, leaning up against the wall in the back of the pharmacy. And so the pharmacist asks his assistant, "What's with him?" And the assistant says, "He came in with a bad cough, but we're out of cough medicine, so I gave him some X-Lax instead." "Are you crazy?" the pharmacist yells. You can't treat a cough with X-Lax." The assistant answered, "Well, he's not laughing, is he?" "Not coughing. He's being very still." A police officer called the station on his radio.
Sorry, I was laughing at the one before that. Okay.
"I have an interesting case here," he told the dispatcher. "An old lady shot her husband for stepping on her wet floor she just mopped."
Gah!
"Well, have you arrested the woman?" "Not yet. The floor's still wet."
That one's got Ethan cracking up there. That one was good. Like, Papa, I'm telling you, you're on a roll. You are on a roll with these jokes. Ethan, that's got to be like the maybe 2 months in a row now where the jokes have just improved a lot. I mean, because I've admitted that there's times where I think they're pretty stupid.
You have told me that.
Nice.
Yes, you have told me that.
So you know when I say it, that I truly mean it. You know, they've been good the last 2 months, and those today didn't disappoint either.
I laughed too.
They were good, and today was just a good show. Like I said, we had
Timothy was interesting.
Mr. Timothy Hawn did a good job today, and
talented,
very talented. Like I said, it must be nice to be able to compose music and write your own songs is one talent alone, but to also compose the music with that is that's a huge talent to have.
We will hear more from him.
Definitely, and we are going to hear more from him, folks, on an event that we're going to keep promoting, the Fall Festival, which is literally 1 month away now, and Timothy Hawn will be in the lineup to sing, along with a lot of other talented bands, and it'll conclude with the headliner, the Cleverleys. So we'll keep talking about the Fall Festival. It's hard to believe, but it's just around the corner. Literally just around the corner. But that is it for this edition of the Albert and Billy Show. But we'll see you guys again next week. So be sure to tune in for that. And don't forget, watch us on Channel 18, BTC Fiber TV, or you can check us out on BTC Fiber YouTube channel page. Get on there and subscribe. That's what we want you to do. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Can't say it enough, and we do appreciate it, folks. We really do. Until next time, we'll see you folks next time for another edition of the Albert and Billy Show.
See you later.
Have a great week, folks. Hey folks, Albert and Billy here. You're watching us on Channel 18, BTC Fiber. Check us out on BTC Fiber YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe and like. And check out our Facebook page. Be sure to like and share. Thanks everybody for watching.